Okay, so in the last class we did two important things. Oh, I'm sorry, in the last two classes we dealt with DAX. That's why I mentioned that DAX is basically as an acronym for data analysis expression, the X for expression, and it allows you to write formulas basically in your when you're working with um your data basically in your table view. So can't remember if I said the last work, though I didn't plan on using it. Okay, is it DAX? So we wrote some queries with DAX. Just waiting for it to come up. So DAX is like your formula in Excel where you write formulas. But the sole purpose of DAX is to transform um is to create measures. Yeah, I mentioned measures. So we have measures. So we created measures. So that's like primary purpose of DAX. That's what we want to actually do with DAX. So we actually created this simple thing in the last class. After creating our measure, we decided to do a bit of visualization. I really don't know how I can make this bigger. Aside, let me see if I undo this. Um, sorry, let me don't know. Can you guys see it? Is it clear, or I should make it bigger? Anybody? Just let me know if it's clear enough or it's not clear, so I would try to find a fix for it. Um. Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. So we created something as simple as this. So basically, before we go here, we're trying to describe what measures are. So measures are basically like should I call it an aggregation over a numerical column. For instance, now I'm going to go back to the table view. So here's the table view. Um, Looking at the sales data in particular, we have amounts. Let me see. I need to visualize this. Okay, so we can see the table data and the content of everything. Uh, so if you look at amounts now, we did what we did in this total sales. Now we did amounts times boxes. That gives us total sales, and this was where we used. So it was as simple as saying sales amounts times sales of boxes. But then if I take you guys back to what's it called? Back to Power Query. So you still remember Power Query. So I think I'll bring this down back. Go to transform data. So yeah, now we're in Power Query. You'll find out that we also have some formulas here, right? But you know, Power BI has saved you the stress of going through writing queries into just drag and drops. So originally, if you were to write this would be referred to as DAX. So you're writing queries, right? To transform basically, but we are not going to be doing that here. So basically, you just need DAX for some simple things, right? Like do this, multiply this by this, you get this. So that's how we did this. Then we did count of salesperson. So you basically count the number of people in salesperson. So people, we have people table here. So if you check it, there are salesperson here. So all we have to do is just count. If you remember, count from Excel, and we stored it into count of salesperson. So basically, that was what we were trying to do in the last class. We just create measures, right? So after having gone through that, I'm trying to make sure like people that didn't follow the last class are currently in class can actually catch up. So after following all through that, so the next thing to do now is to go into visualization. So the approach is after getting your data, maybe from Kaggle or from anywhere, you take it to Excel because sometimes it can be roughly, it can be very, very raw. When I mean raw, it means that's very dirty, if I can use that word. So it can be very dirty and you need to clean it there. So after cleaning it there, you bring it to Power BI, you import it, you check it in the table view. Is anything you need to do that is very simple. You might have handled everything outside. Then you come to your data model in case you are working with more than one table. So if you're working with multiple tables, right? So this is let me see, location, product. Okay, this is sales data. I think we worked with your Instagram data in one of the classes. I think that was in data modeling. Then you connect the tables together, right? And I mentioned that the the goal or the need reason why you need to connect your tables all together is to ensure that when you're creating a visualization, they are all interactive, like they are all connected together, so that locations, when you are making a change here or you are visualizing on this, it's affecting this and is affecting this, means that they are all connected that way. So your visualizations will all be connected together. Then when you're done with this, you move on to the report view. Here you now begin to create your visualizations in this canvas. So you have the whole of this area to create your visualization with whatever chart you want to use, and you have the option to pick your data from here. So now having done that, what I'm going to do right now is okay, let me see. Okay, so I prepared something. So can I find it? I don't want to go back into that place. Let me see if it just take me there straight. Okay, I think yeah, this is it. I don't want to download this. We just open it. Thank you. And zoom in. Now restore. Okay, so sorry everyone. Just give me a few seconds. Okay, so I prepared this to understand the the charts that we have in Power BI and to make sense of it. So when we need to start visualizing, we would know which charts to use better because um this is the core part of data analysis, storytelling. You need to be able to tell your story in a clear and concise manner.
I can't hear you anymore. Please, I don't know if you guys can hear him.
Oh, you can't hear me anymore. Um, let me see. Can you hear me now? I thought you said we should excuse him for a moment. Oh, sorry. I didn't know that I have not unmuted. Sorry about that. Ouch. Okay, so let me see. Where did I even stop? Okay, I think I was beginning to start explaining data visualization. So to recap, I think um, let me see. Okay, so what I was trying to say was that uh, we need to understand what different charts that are available in Power BI, and how best to use them, because the whole essence of Power BI, or the whole essence of data analysis, is storytelling, and you need to tell your story about your data in a compelling way, in a precise way, in a concise way. You need to be direct, and you need to use the right visualization tool. I mean the right charts to explain your data, right? So that way you'll be able to catch your stakeholders' attention wherever you're presenting your analysis to. So that's the importance of actually understanding how these charts work, what the specific purpose are. So from there you can begin to now, okay, these are what the charts is used for. I think before I begin, I think I should open the last, there was a particular sales data I had. So I'll just open it down for reference. So I'll be able to reference one or two things there. Um, okay, I don't know, it takes some time to open up. Maybe it's network. Okay. Okay, it's loading. So while it's loading up, I'm just going to come back here. So the first one is a column chart, right? So like I mentioned in the first class, there are there are numerous charts in Power BI. Actually, you can't even exhaust them. I don't know everything, but at least the few I know, you can. I think they are enough. And if you now want to go extra mile, you can begin to make findings about them. Sorry. So the first one I have is column chart. So column chart are they are used to compare data points in different categories by representing them as vertical bars, right? So I think I'll just use an example here. So for instance, now you can see this is an example of a column chart, right? So you can see that this is I don't know. For me, it looks tiny, but I'll just no. Yes, I want to view them later. Okay, so I want to close this, make this bigger. Okay, so now looking at this chart now, this bar chart showing sum of total sales by month. So you can see that it shows that in January it shows the quantity of sales, the total number of sales that was sold in January. So you can see that over it is more of like a quantity over a particular category. So what we have on the x-axis is a categorical data, while what we have on the y-axis is a numerical data, something that can be aggregated over. So that's basically how a column chart works. So it compares data points in different categories. There has to be a category in it. While a bar chart is also similar to a column chart, right? But it's just displayed horizontally. I actually call them the same thing. I call both column charts and bar charts a bar chart. The only thing I refer to distinguish them is it vertical, is it horizontal, right? So this same particular data, this particular visualization now, I can come here to just click on this, and you can see how nice, and I think this is even more interesting for me. This is more beautiful for me. You can see how nice everything fits in. You can see the months compared to this, where the the labels for the months are in, should I say, 45 degrees, something like that. So I think I prefer this as a straightly aligned, right? So you can see the advantage of the horizontally stacked, right, compared to the vertical stacked chart. So, but basically, both of them are the same. I call them the same things. They just have different approaches, right? It's just the way they display the data that's different. Then we also have the line charts. So this line chart is basically used to display a trends over time, right? So you use them to display uh maybe there's an increase. Let me see. Okay, yes, looking at this data now, where we have this. Okay, wait, let me check this. Do I have a trend here? Nope, I don't have a trend here. Okay, I think I can use this since this is January, February, March. So I'm just going to change it to line charts here. Good, exactly. So here you can see from January it increased. Oh, from January, this is March here. Sorry, this is February. This is March here. This is April. So you can see the trends. Like from here, you can easily tell that, oh, September was the lowest. Sales went down, right? And December was the highest. Like sales really went up. Boom. You can easily tell that there's a pattern here over time. So if this is, I think this is 2 years, there's 2021 and 2022. So if I click on 2021 now, okay, no, I think 2022 is just January, so that won't be fair. So I just pick only 2021. Yeah, so I've selected only 2021. Okay, good. That's how you're seeing it like this. So over the year 2021, this was a trend of sales. Yeah, so this was a trend of sales in this particular, let's say, supermarket, right? Or store. So basically use your line charts to get those particular trends, those particular patterns, but it works well over a period of time. So I can't do what I did here to total sum of um, what do I call this? Sum of sales by product. Uh, sorry, this is funny. Okay, I guess that was a glitch. So now I can't do what I did to this sum of total sales by month to sum of total sales by product. So I'm going to restore this back to uh, stack column chart. You see, it still works well. Some visualizations are possible that way. So if I try to do this now, it's not going to make any sense because I'm trying to see the how do I put it? I'm trying to see a trend over a product. These are all products names, not timelines. So the trend chart, the line chart is basically useful when you're trying to check a trend of a particular maybe goods or product over a time, over a timeline. So there has to be a timeline involved when you're using a line chart. Now the area chart is similar to the line chart, but this time around it makes use of areas, so it's useful for showing data proportions. I don't really get to use it. I've actually seen not too much use cases of this. So but I can convert. So let me change this back to this. Now if I click on this and check the area charts, now you can see, I'm sure some of us, maybe the mail would have seen something like this. Maybe you have dealt with crypto or forex or stock markets, you'd have seen something like this. So this is more of like an area chart where you can see that this time around it is covered, everywhere is covered. You can see that the area is covered. So basically you like volume. Yeah, more when you're dealing with like a volume or something like that. So that's why you see this. And let me see. So yeah, then we have the pie charts. I particularly like the pie chart for its simplicity. So basically it takes your data into a circle and it divides it into slices. according to the category proportion. So that's how simple a pie chart is. So you basically just take your, so let me see, I should be able to create something simple. So let's say, um, let me create a new page. So this is a pie chart here. So I've selected the pie chart, right? And I need to fill it with data. So what do I want to put in it? So let's say um I need let me see, should I say region? Do I have region here? Okay, region should be in locations. So region, so I want to use region and total sales. Good. So you can see how simple it is. So it basically just takes the total sales and splits it based on the region. Now you can see that these are two different tables. Sales is a different table, location is a different table, but because I have them connected in my data model, that's how I'm able to use them like this. If not, it wouldn't work. So so this is how it is. You can see 4 billion, 2 billion, 6 billion. I think something is wrong. I think I have four regions actually. I think so. Those are four regions. I can't remember again. Well, let's leave that for now. So basically, that's how it works. Then the donut chart, that's the next one. Donut chart is similar to the pie chart. This time around, it puts an hole into your pie chart and makes it a donut chart. So if I click on this, sorry. So if I click on this and click on donuts, you can see it has just created, all you had to do was just make an hole inside. That's basically the difference. But then it could be appealing to a stakeholder. If you feel like donuts will do a better job, fine, why not? So you can see here it makes making them more visually appealing, right? So it makes it just for the visuals. That's all. That's what Power BI is meant for. Then we have the scatter plots. So what does a scatter plot looks like? I'm sure most of us have seen a scatter plot before. So it's basically like two numerical columns, right, brought together. So you when you try to find a correlation between two numerical columns, you need to find if two particular columns are correlated, right? That's when you use a scatter plot. I don't know if I have okay. So I think so a scatter plot is here. So this is scatter plots. Just take it up here. So this is scatter plots. So I'm going to select um total sales and boxes. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I have any filter applied aside the this here. I don't think there's any filter applied. So sorry. Okay, hold on. Let me say um customers. No, customers is hold on. Let me see products. Nope. Salesperson. Nope. Actually needs. Oh, okay. I think sizes. I don't have much sizes. Yeah. See, I need something with a lot of data points. Let me check people. Okay, it's same. Let me see. This is still not much enough. I'm trying to see if I can get a lot of data. unless let me uncheck this. Let me pick boxes and products. Okay, so what I'm getting is just dot 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 dot. So what this is? Oh, hold on. Let me see. Y-axis. Oh, okay. X-axis. Let me see. Okay, let me undo this. Let me delete this. Let me just pick total salesperson. That's another thing Power BI does. So I didn't select anything. I just picked from here, and it's creating it will look for the best plots that could fit and just try and create something. So that's basically what Power BI did there. Ah, okay. Sorry, it's still the same thing. Let me see. Okay, I don't think it's coming through. But if you look at this, I'm trying to create. It's supposed to be like wait, there's nothing on this. Oh, nice. Here is it. Good. So now if you look at this now, you have sales of boxes here, sum of boxes, sorry, and you have sum of total sales here. Now you find out that this boxes is increasing, right? And this total sales is increasing. So it would make sense to you that the higher the boxes, the higher the total sum of sales. So that's what's happening here. So you can see that at this point, you probably have a lower box amount of sum of box, and you have low total sales. And here, where you have a very high sum of boxes, you have a very high total number of sales. So this is an example of a positive correlation. So it means that this increase in number of boxes or sum of boxes will lead to increase in total number of sales or total sales. Yeah, sum of total sales. So sum of boxes, increase in sum of boxes will lead to increase in sum of total sales. So basically that's more of what a scatter plot looks like. You basically need when you just want to show a relationship, not that you need to I don't think I've seen this in a lot of charts, but in case you need to use it, then we have bubble charts. There's so it's more of an extension rather, but this time around is basically like bubbles. Then we have map visualization. I think in the first class we looked into a COVID-19 data. Yes, a visualization like that where we saw where a map was used. Then we have a table visualization, basically a table. I think we have been using this one a lot. Then we have matrix visualization. Um, so I think the rest of this is basically, let me see, I think cards. Yes, we also use cards. We used card in the last class. So card is something as simple as this. So these ones we have here, the first row, oh sorry, is it the first row? The ones that my lighting basically are cards basically. So to create that, you use cards. So you just click on cards here, and we also have gauge. So gauge is basically is the way your gauge meter works, right? You have a target and you need to meet a target, something like that. So maybe like in a for instance, this is a pizza report. So they probably have a target they were supposed to meet per day, and there's a total number of sales they made for that day. So if they meet that target, So you can use a gauge to check if they actually meet the target easily or they don't. So that's how you can say this is showing. So this is not cross this line, that means they didn't meet the target for this. So but according to this, they met the target. So I think this is showing total sales and total daily sales targets. And this one is showing total sales and total sales targets pizza. So probably for a particular pizza, something like that. Then let me see. I think the rest you can something we can just maybe when there's a need to do it, but I can just explain it. So okay, the matrix basically one it looks like a table, but now it works more when you have should I say an hierarchical data, right? So depending on the kind of data you have. Then you have a tree. These ones are more of like advanced visualizations, waterfall, funnel, radar. I think the ones that you get to use the most is column, bar charts, line charts, maybe area charts, a pie charts, a donut chart if you wish. Um, yes, I think those ones will be enough to do a simple visualization. So for instance, looking at this data now, looking at this analysis. So we have a bar chart here. Oh yes, we have column stacked charts. So a column stack chart is still a column chart, but this time around you have more than one uh, categorical column on data. So right now here we have two. So you can see we have sum of sales price and sum of and total daily sales targets. So we still get to look at it probably when we are doing our visualization. So you have that. So it's similar to this, but then it's more of like doubled. So you just double a stack chart, more of like a comparison, something like that. And let me see. I think that's pretty it. And that's like simple things about it. So what then do we now need to do? So we can now go ahead. So I try and see what we can do. Maybe generate a simple. So this class and the next class will be used for visualizations, and we call it a day, or sorry, we call it we wrap it up for Power BI. All right. So any questions? Okay. Um. Thanks. Okay. So I'll accept silence as no questions. All right. Okay. Good. So now, what should we do, guys? Should we go and get data from Cargo, or should we just work with the ones we have to create this visualization? Probably just, do something simple.
Let's work with the data from Kaggle.
All right, it is on Cargo. 5 and 6. Okay, so let me say I don't have my Cargo account signed into this. I believe I should just get data sets without um stress. So cargo.com. Um, yeah, basically, Cargo is meant for AI and but the fact that they have a lot of data sets, that's what we're interested in. So we don't want a large data set, so we want something simple that we won't stress ourselves with. Let me see. What kind of data set are we looking for here? Um, Student performance. Okay, we look into this. Let me see. Student performance. Oh my God, it's a lot. Wow, 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 wow. We have about 32 rows. Sorry, 32 columns. Hmm. I'm going to be able to be finish all of this. This is a bit much. Let me see. Okay, I think this is actually much. 32 because the number of columns is equal to the number of cleaning we'll have to go through. So that's what I'm trying to avoid, something like that. Let me see. Survey. Surveys to have bits critical. Let me see. 44 columns. My God. Eh, okay. I don't know any small data set. Let me see. Um, car, car insurance. I think I've worked on a car insurance data before, though not for um, Power BI visualization. And this is two. Okay, let me see. And this should not be more that much. 1.27 MB, 19 columns. Yeah, but I think we can deal with this. ID, age, race, driving experience, credit score, marriage, children. We have all of these jargons: annual mileage, vehicle type, speeding violation, past accident income. Okay, let's see. So downloading it now. Oh no, no, we have to sign in. Ouch. This is terrible. Ah, please wait, okay. I'm on the Is this safe for me to do this? I hope. Let me see. Do I can type my password without checking? I'm so sure about that. Okay. I need to sign in. Um, just my two-factor authentication. Confirm that it's me. Okay. I think I'm in now. So download. Done. Open file. Oh no. Download here. So you know that you guys have to do this yourself. Extract all. Extract it with car insurance. Car insurance. Then extract. Good. So I have it here. So here's the file. In car download car insurance. So I think I can close this and close this. Then I can go back to Power BI now. So this is a new Power BI platform. Then so I'm importing a CSV file, not a workbook. So if I try to do this, get Excel workbook, and I go to downloads, I'm going to see car insurance, but I'm not going to see the file because it is not an Excel file. So you need to pay attention to that. So to get it in, all you have to do is get data, then text or CSV. That's what you click. Then now if you come into, I even have a car CSV file here. Can you imagine? So downloads, then car insurance, then click on this. Sorry. So here you can now see the whole data itself. Then I'm just looking at it this way. Then I can load it first. I should load. Now it's just a single data. It does not have, it's not multiple tables. So I don't need to do any data modeling because it's just a single data. Uh everything is convert everything is just in a single data, right? So I'll go back to my table view. Now I need to look through this. So I have male and female. The race, so I have two type of race, majority and minority. Driver experience. So you're seeing 0 to 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29. So we might have to change this. So instead of saying driver experience, we could say beginner, intermediate, experts, advanced, something like that for this. Uh, I might try to leave it like this, but I'm going to show you why we should convert it later. Then education, you can see none. So we have just three. Then cancel this. Then poverty. So rather than doing this, I mentioned that in last class you could do something like, not in the last class, I think a class before. You go to transform data, take it to Power Query. From here everything is very easy, sorry. So you go to view, you check column quality, so you can see column distribution, so you have more insights what's going on in your data. You can see you have 4 distincts, you have 2 distincts, you have 2 distincts here. You can see there are 4 distincts in this place. So you can just scroll through it. Now you can see this credit score is more of like 894 distinct, 893 unique. Doesn't mean we have duplicates, no. They are empty, they are ones that don't have any credit score. As I saying, empty 11%. So we might need to maybe replace that with 0. Then okay, let's treat it one after the other since we are just doing it. So this ID, I would like to change it to text because it's an ID column, so I want it to be in text. So change type text. Yes. So I've changed it to text. Sorry. So age, we have 4 age groups, so we may have to change these age groups to maybe where we have 65 plus. Let me see. Load more. So we have 16 to 25, 26 to 39. So they've actually grouped it for us. So what we will now need to do is probably rename it into actual names, maybe youth or adolescents, adults, middle age, old age, something like that. So I think we should do that now. So I need, so what I'm going to do is just replace values. Let me see. Replace values. So what am I replacing here? So I'm replacing, let's say 65. What do I want to replace 65 plus with? Any idea? I think this one I need our inputs the most because we have to be doing this together. So any help? 65 plus. I think I can assign them old age. Oh, sorry. Old age. And see how it works. Then 16 to 25. I can just do this. Copy this. Ctrl C. Replace values. Then what do I want to replace with? To let's say teenage. Okay, I'll say teens. Network. Sorry, just hold on a bit. Okay, still loading up. I don't know what's wrong with network today. Okay, I think it's back. Sorry, just 1 minute. Okay, so I'll replace it with things. I guess that works. Then okay. Then I can use 26 to 29, 39 with adolescents. Adolescents, I pressed it correctly. Adolescents. Then this would be known, this would be termed to be middle age. Sorry, middle age, and okay. Now good. So we have everything replaced. Then we have male and female here. We have majority, minority. Then for the years here, the driving experience, we need to do something about this too. So we are going to replace this 0 to 9 years with say, let me say novice. Then the 10 to something came to my mind. So this would be, let me say, beginner. So novice and beginner is the same thing. Um, let's say intermediate. Okay, I have something in mind. Intermediate, intermediate, EIT, intermediate. And I'll use this with experts. This guys are not helping me again. Then this 30 years, I'm going to use Agba driver. That's what I'm going to put there. Exactly. So I think we have that settled. We have okay schools, high school, university, none. We have this, the class, the income class. So you can see I'm walking through this. So here, so we have empty values here. So that means they are none, right? I think, sorry, we might be able to see that will be not easy actually. Okay, yeah, look at it here, null. It is actually null. So if I select this and select this and okay this, so you can see null. So you can just replace null with 0. So let's say replace values with 0. Oh, cool. So I can see it's now 0, and every what we had before is now gone. Oh no, sorry, hold on. What did I do? Hold on. Select all with, I think I replaced everything with 0. So I'll just undo, undo, undo this. Okay. Oh, oh, okay. So I can explain what happened there. So let's do it again. Okay. Now, uh, what I actually wanted to do was replace the value null with 0, and this should replace, okay, sorry, I think this is replacing everything. No, I don't want everything gone. Let me select everything back. Then let me try and replace. No, is empty. Replace this with 0. It's actually empty actually. Okay, I think it has been replaced. Okay, to confirm that, you can see this now 0 here. Okay, cool. So we don't have any empty here again. Then now we have vehicle ownership. So we have 1 and 0. So we need to change this thing from 1 and 0. So I guess we have to go back to that. I hope I've not closed it. To understand what's 1 and 0. But I think 1 and 0 means yes. 1 means yes, 0 means no. So looking at, I think the speed description. Okay, there's not really a description like that. There's a discussion here. Let me see if there's anything here. Oh, cool. There's a data reference here. Oh, nothing here. So we are on our own. Um, one should be yes. That means the person has ownership. Zero means the person doesn't have ownership. So I would replace values of 1 to yes. Okay. So I think this is 1 to 3. So first of all, I have to change it to text. Transform, change type to text. Good. Then now I should be able to do what I wanted to do. So replace 1 to what? Yes. So it didn't. It wouldn't work because it was originally in a numerical data, a column. Sorry. So 0 to no. Please, I hope you are following. Um, Miss Abdurrashid, Kingsley, Tito, Lakule. I hope you are following. Okay, cool. All right, good. So, okay, looking at this after 2015, before 2015, this looks okay. Married, this is yes or no kind of thing. Children, yes or no kind of thing. Let me see. So I think I can transform both to text at the same time. No, change time, sorry. Text. Yeah, it works. Then I think I can replace this value. Sorry. No. Then 1 to yes. Then same here. Replace 1 to yes. So these are just, yes or no questions. And we actually need them in yes or no format, actually. It's useless. You can't be saying 1 or 0. So no. Okay. Then let me see what we have. Hey. Okay, I'll need this past accidents as this is the count of accidents, I think. Number of accidents so far. Then outcome, we don't really need the outcome actually. I think this is related to more machine learning. Then do is sorry, I don't know anything about this. Speeding violations, okay. This is like number of speeding violations. Then okay, vehicle type, yes. Is either a sedan or a sports car. Okay, cool. Then we have annual mileage. I really don't know what this means. I think we dealt with this in one of the classes. Postal codes. Okay, now this postal code means something. Uh, from the looks of it, there's just 4 distinct postal code, and I think a postal code identify a particular region, a particular location, something like that. For instance, I think every local government has a postal code, something like yeah, something related to that. So I really don't know the configuration for this, but we can just leave it like this since we don't really know. So I think we're now done with this, and we can now go ahead to, so you can see here you have 100, 1000 distinct, 1000 unique. So I think in the class we were talking about unique and distinct data records. You can see now that all of them are distinct and all of them are unique. So I can now go ahead to close and apply this. So I've closed and applied this, and it has been applied, and I can now go back to, yeah, before we now go to start visualizing, we need to ask questions. What, because like I said, business questions, your questions is what is going to drive your analysis. So what questions can we ask? So I guess this is where you guys start talking now. Questions, questions, questions. I have another way. I'm going to show us that. Oh my god, update key. I'm going to show us that later. I showed us before, but I'm going to show us um maybe in the next class. Yeah, before we wrap up. But right now, I just want your business questions. So let me see. Take notes. Good. So questions, business, business questions regarding um car insurance data sets. So you know it's a car insurance data set. Good. So what are the possible questions that um could drive insights on the data set? Listening. So we have age, we have things. Please don't waste our time. You know, we still have to do visualization real quick. So I want us to see how fast we can come up with questions. So we have, okay, I'm not going to I'll be doing anything with annual mileage, right? So you can actually, we need something like, oh my god, I think, okay, I think it's still there. Most of the time, if I go back there, the recording stops. Please let me just confirm. Okay, still recording. I need to double check. Okay, so um, one of the things I can say straightforward is, first of all, you want to know the number of people in the data sets, the number of people that this data set is covering. That's the number of, um, should I say, drivers. So this is a data set. So first of all, you can start with getting their demographic statistics. Like these are the basics, sorry, statistics. So their demographic statistics like age group, um, number, counts of people in the data sets. That's, let's say, participants. Okay, so it's a car insurance. I'm just gonna say participants. Uh, what else? I think race. So let me see, what does this race means? Majority or minority. I think that's more like a class. So you could say maybe the class of people involved. Class. Okay, so about, then education to matters. The education is part of their demography, their income level, right? What else? So I think these are basic things you can access concerning um demographic statistics. Then you can now go ahead to now ask questions based on, okay, I'm seeing one very interesting column here. that says vehicle here. So you want to know the number of vehicles you have this data set. Are they before 2015 or after 2015? Right? So to do that, we can even use a simple pie chart. So number vehicle here. Let me just put vehicle here. Vehicle here. Something like this. So now as a car insurance, you're more interested in you want to know if okay, speed violations is one of the things you're more concerned with. Past accidents, right? I think those two things. Then the vehicle type. So you want to see the vehicle type. If there's a correlation between the vehicle type and speed violation and past accidents, right? Oh my god, why do I keep using this? It doesn't work. So I want to see correlation between speed violation, sorry, vehicle type, correlation between vehicle type, speeding violations, and uh, I think we have one more here, and past accidents. Yeah, you could also say so what are the total, past accidents? So let's assume that we're not told the particular year this car insurance data is for. You don't have anything like here on this data. So that means we won't be able to do, might not be able to do anything about trends, right? So so we probably be taking that out. Then I actually want to do something about this postcodes, this postal code. So if I'm taking that, if there's no year, then I could say, okay, what's the count of the count of accidents in this data, right? That's another thing. Counts of accidents in the data. What else? Then speeding violations. So how many speeding violations are in this data? Speeding violations. I think you can just go ahead with this because of time. So now let's go to the data itself. Now there are two things here. This counts and speeding violations. I will need to create measures for them because they're like an aggregation over everything in the data. So what I'll just do is I think am I saying Power Query? No. So what I'll just do is I'll come back here, column tools, sorry, two. So then I'll create measure. So I can just, I think when I did that the last time I did enter data. So new measure, no, sorry, all measure, sorry. Yes, URE. I'll be a bit fast here now. Then load this. So I have the all measure here. So I want to create the measures into this place. So new measure. So count of accidents. Count of accidents. And what I'm going to do is there is sum over accidents. So I can't see. Oh, so yeah, here is it. Past accidents. So I click on it and enter. So the measure has been created like that, just like that. Then I think I had another one. Speeding violations. So I would come here, create a new measure, call it speeding violations, speeding violation, and do sum of speeding violations. Look at it here. Close, enter. I hope you are still following.
Please slow down. Oh, which one is all measures? And
Okay,
are you creating more columns? And why are you doing that?
okay, so this is not a column. So the measure is basically more of like it's going to sum everything in the column. So if you look at this column, this data now, if you go to the accidents parts, so what is happening here is it is summing all these past accidents, all the counts here. It will sum it into a single variable and store it in this place. So this, like this speed evaluations now, it will store it will sum everything you have in speed evaluations. I think you have a lot of things, so it will sum everything up and store it into a single value, and store it into this place. So I had to create something like this. Basically, I don't have to do it like this. I just want to make it ordered. I think if I start creating visualization now, you see it. So I think that's the first thing that I'll do first. So let me go to the reports. So I'm going to create a card view. So it's just going to be rough, nothing serious. So I'm going to bring the CPD evaluations now. Can you see it? So it says that over 15k speeding violations in the data, and I can decide to edit this. Can decide to format your visuals. Let me see call out value. So I want, okay, I could even come here and edit data from here. So I could say give me decimal. Sorry, hold on. Let me come back here. Speeding violations. So I want the speeding violations includes also a decimal number to it. Yes, okay, this is it. Okay, it's working. Yeah, something like this. Well, of course, I don't need the decimal number. I just think that was just to show. So basically, this is the number of speeding violations that we have. Then I can create another card view. So let me close this. I think I've saved this. Then close this. Then create another card view. Then I can click on count of accidents. So you can see now what I did. So it has aggregated everything and store it into a single variable called measure. So all these are measures. That's the purpose of measure actually. So so I have this over 11k count of accidents, but I think that's just by the way. That's not the major things we want to do. So if you now check, okay, so we wanted to check demographic statistics, age count, participants, right? So we need to work with this. So we can just pick age, right? What comes out is something simple as this. Then you pick the age over ID, right? Yeah, I think it's supposed to be over ID. Hold on, let me see. Okay, good. So here is it. I want it big, very okay. Exactly, good. So you can see the distribution easily. So the old age, we have more adolescents, followed by middle age. Then the teens and the old age are almost dragging, right? Actually, the teens is bigger. So you can sort this, right? I think you can sort axis. So you can sort based on, first of all, which axis are you sorting? We are sorting the count ID. So are we sorting in descending or ascending? So if I change it to ascending, you see it to change something like that. So this is a simple way uh, to show the distribution. You could also change this, if later this, could do something like this. I think this is easier. Then let me see. We also have, okay, count of participants. That's like the total number of participants we currently have. So that will just be count of ID. So we could just put that here. So this is more of like a rough sheet. I'm not doing my final visualization here. So I'm just going to put the ID here, and I actually want is count. I wanted to count it. So count distinct. We all say the same thing. Count distinct and count will give me the same thing because they are the same number. But then I don't want this to be in 10. Wait, this is 10k. But I want to remove this dots. Let me see. So I think I can, let's go it here. Decimal place, no, 0. Good. So I have count of ID here. Then what else? So class. So class, I need to check for class too. That's where we have the minority and the majority. I think I can skip that. Okay, let me just do it. So for that, all you need to do is pick where is it? Class. Can't see it here. I'll go back to table. Class. Oh, sorry, that's race. Okay, here is it. So the race, majority and majority over. I'm using the ID because the ID is unique. So if I count the ID to tell me the number of people, so I'm just going to change this to click on this arrow and change it to count. So you can see it has counted its majority, 912 minority. Then I can now decide to change it to whatever I want it to do. Currently it's in table. I can decide to change it to this. I can decide to change it to this. I can decide to even change it to a pie chart, right? So a pie chart will actually make sense, right? So you can see that, of course, there's a lot of majority in this, in our data set, something like that. Then what else? I think we have with gender. Good, gender is a good one too. Gender and ID. So counts. So in a situation where you have duplicates, it's better to use count distance actually. So now with this you can see that our data is almost evenly distributed. That means we have almost equal number of male and female gender in this data set. So there's no partial or something like that. So I just want to create more space. Then what else do we now want to do? I think I can go straight to um, the correlation parts. So we want to see the correlation between vehicle type, the speeding violations, and the past accidents. So we are going to need three things in that case. So vehicle type, and that's here, right? Now past accidents, can see it as put the sum. Then we want to see speeding violations too. So you can see the speeding violations too, right? So now we now want to change this chart. Now if you change it to this, you won't get something nice. Although this is still looking, but I think the best thing that will be better is a clustered bar chart. So, but I need it in column. Okay, let me copy this. So Control C will copy. I want to take it to another place, and Control V will paste. So I want to make this bigger. So with this now, you can see that uh, we are looking at two things in this place now. We are looking at the sedan and we are looking at the sports car. You are saying that the sedan has, when it comes to past accidents, it has more accidents and it has more speedy violations compared to the sports car. If you say the sports car, you can see the sports car is even way low. They are just too low in this place. It can't be compared. So we have more speeding violations and speeding issues, violations with the sedan. Although you can change this easily, but it shouldn't make much sense because that's a line chart. Sorry, you shouldn't even be using that in the first place. So this would be the best to visualize this, right? Then let me see. Do you have any other question? Okay, yes, I think that was just the question correlation. Although we could still ask other questions, like, okay, so is this more prevalent? Is speeding violation more prevalent in male or female? That kind of thing. So I'm trying to make this smaller since we already know the content of it. So make this. So how is it? Male, just gender, right? Then speeding violations, past accidents, uh, right? Then convert it to a chart. Good. Then put it into this and bring it here. So you can see now, I'm just trying to make this bigger so that you all can see it. So you can see here that obviously, generally the male has more speeding violations and more has encountered more accidents compared to the females. But then the females are not too far off too, right? This is 9,000, this is about 5,000. For accidents, this is about 7,000, this is about 3,000. So they are, somewhere pretty close, not that close too. So this is like a very nice one. Okay, let me see. There's the time. Okay. Okay, what other thing can we do? Okay, yes, we can. Yes, some that are married, right? And I think I saw somewhere with children. Yes, if they have children, good. So, how do we do this? So, we want to check. So, there's this thing. If you are married and you have children, or if you are married, you tend to take less risk. And when you have children, you tend to take lesser risk. Like you try to reduce your risk. So let's look at that. And I think depending on the car, you are driving a sedan with and you have children, of course, you will drive differently from someone that has a sedan and does not have any children or is not married at all. So that's more of like if you are single or not single. So let's instead of that, let's do a slicer. Let me just say let's say a slicer. Come on, why is running away from me? Where is it? So this is oh no. Come on. So undo is here, up here. So I just click undo, it takes it back. I click outside, click on the slicer back. I'm sure I clicked on it. Okay, so I'm going to select married and I'll change this to style. I like the style a lot. Good. So if I pick yes, there's not really much difference. Are they married? No. If you are married, yes. Can see the way it changes. Not really changing that much. So that means there's not really much difference. I think let me change this to children. Let me see. Let me add children here. So if I say yes, it reduces a lot. And if I say no, so rather than do this, we can just create another chat. Say if you have children, yes, and those that have children, no. So let me see. Okay, let me put it back to a table. So take this out back. Then, so what do we want to check? Basically, we are dealing with accidents, that kind of thing. So we'll check if you have if you have children against accidents and speeding violations. Wow, this is interesting. I'm seeing things already. So stacked charts. Okay, good. So those that have children, yes. Wow. Those that have children have more speeding violations than those that don't have children. And also in terms of past accidents. So they're trying to tell us that if you have children, those that have children are prone to more accidents. So I think with this we have like 3 visualizations, although this I don't think is enough to drive insights. I'm not I don't think it's enough, but we can do with this. So after you're done with your visualization, then you can now go forward to now maybe start building your what's it called, your final work. Let's say you are done answering all the questions you want to answer, you have answered it, you are using the right visualization, something like that. Then you can now go ahead to now bring all your work together. So to do that, I'll just do something quick. So I'll create a new page, right? Then I begin to import them one after the other. But then I'm going to create a design. So this is copy, Control C, Control V, right? So I actually want to just let me see. So let me edit this. So formats. I want to paint it. Sorry, that's the word. So background, let's say from white to I don't know, I like anything gray. Let me see. 60. Okay. Let me say transparency reduce. Just leave it like this. Then this one, I think I want to include rounded corners. Then shadow effects, yes. I want to give it a shadow. So that's how the shadow effect works. That's how it comes up. So with this, I think, let me see. Yeah, here you go. So you can see the shadow is not there. So I can bring in the rest. Uh, Control C, Control V. So you're asking, will I have to do everything the same way? Since I've done it with one, I can just click on this Format Painter and click on this and transfer it. That's all. So basically transfers whatever is there to the new place. Then I'll do this one. Another thing I'm supposed to do is titling this thing, but I really don't have time for that now. But you can play with it here. So to title it, all you have to do is just see title here. on, then you put the title. So for instance, this one I can say participants, heading 3, bolding it, text, I want it at the center. What else again? I think I want it big, something like that. Not really not too big, right? Then the subtitle part, the subtitle there, on. So let me see, what do I want to put there? No, I can just do this. And then, yeah, so format the painter, format. Oh, that has gone. I should have done that before formatting. So, let's see, I still have time. Let me just use the remaining 10 minutes to try and rush up. Then this, okay, I'm just going to select everything, Control C, just select this last one, Control C to copy, and Control paste, because everything is so scattered. Yes, uh, I'll try to rearrange it. So let me see. So I think I can change this to make it look like this. Yeah, it's much presentable this way, right? Then I can reduce this. This is looking bigger. You can just I can reduce this too. Okay, I can also reduce this. Then, so I'm supposed to put a title. Well, title will come on board. Okay. Oh, that's how about me. So let me just put it like this. Then have this here. So format painter as usual. Click on this format and click on this. Ah, no. Yeah. Okay. Let me just. Maybe this is not that great, but just forgive the fact that I'm in a rush. Then this will get smaller. So I could even say maybe a donut, turn this to a donut. Good. Then I've used all my spaces. I need more space. So rather I'll bring this down here. Donut chart can be smaller or like so I need to make this bigger. So format painter again and it changes. Then this make it smaller. Yes. I want to fit the two here into these places. And be sure. Let me format it. Then format this one too. Okay, so I can be sure their widths. I want them to be the same size. So I think this one will be like something like this. And too close, I guess. Then this will probably can just be like this. Okay, so is there a filter applied? Yes, there's a filter applied. Oh no. Okay, have I? Okay, I think it's all unchecked now. And we can, I think we're not doing it. Ah, we still have this. My God, and I've used all the space for this. So what do I do? So another thing you have to learn is you have to learn to manage your spaces for your visualization. Um, so let me see. There's actually a way to change this canvas. I don't usually use it. Let me see. Canvas setting type. No, there's a way to change it. Or maybe I'll just pick custom. Actually, I'm not supposed to be going here. Let me just stick to this because we need to learn how to manage our spaces very well, actually. Time is gone. But I believe you are getting something actually. Nobody's responding. I hope you're really getting something. Uh, then this is very much difficult without my mouse. I want to squeeze it enough so that I can bring in something else, which is, let me see, this, sorry, this and this. Select this, bring it down here, shrink it by all means. And mind you, at least all the bar charts should try to be the same size actually, so that it would make sense, right? Format, paint this. Come on. Format and paint this. Good. Format and paint this. So I'm trying to shrink everything to the same size. Uh, it's not coming out though. Okay. Okay, I think we are getting there. Then bring this one here. Then shrink it again. Think we are getting somewhere. Then shrink this too. Okay, good. I think we are getting somewhere. Then do the same thing for this. Doesn't matter if it's not a, then do the same thing for this. I think we can appreciate this a little bit. Then we can now, I did create space for slicer. And title is gone. That would be terrible. But don't worry, let me just put it like this. Uh, this it's supposed to have title though. Don't mind me. So assuming you have more, you can just add it. Okay. This is not the best. This is not the perfect one, but I think we can do with this. Then we can try to create a simple slicer somewhere here and maybe use a tile. Okay, before using the tile, so we can say um let me see. So something that we have not used here for um let me see let me see should I say credit? Oh, there was credit score too. You could have done something with credit score. Education. Okay, we didn't do anything with education. Let me just add education here. Then slicer settings, tile. Tile would have made sense. So I'll do the same thing I did for that one. So format painter and apply it. Then I can reduce this easily. Uh, okay, more like a view. Yeah. So I guess this is something. Although this is not the best, we are not done because this does not have a title. We don't understand what we are saying here. I think it's a little bit bigger. Then we need to have a overall title for this. So I think in the essence of doing that, we have to probably readjust this, then bring this to the side, expand this, and put a title, something like that. But just to show something, I think you can see this. So this is more of like a little report from the visualization from the data set itself. So you can, this is slicer over here. So when you click on none, you see your data changes. When you click on university, all data changes. When you click on high school, and perhaps you can also click on probably, let's say for instance now this is a male and female data. So if you click on the male, all your data changes, like it adapts to the male. And when you click on the female, everything adapts to the female. So it shows you only the data for the female, including what you have up here. And to undo it, all you have to do is just click on it. So I guess if I stop here. So maybe anything else, we'll continue, we'll pick it up from here next week.